Boom, 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 boom. Hello.
Hi, Kathy. It's me. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm perfectly good.
Awesome.
I'm a little bit nervous, but let's go.
Ah, don't worry about it. You'll be awesome. We'll have fun with it.
Yeah. So
Did you?
how many people we have registered?
Um.
We
So
have we have couple from my team, but
okay. So I have 70 on the list right now.
okay. So if we can have like 30, it will be good kind of counts,
Right.
right?
And I mean, there might be one or two duplicates in here,
Yeah, yeah.
that sort of thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, the email that went out this morning,
Yeah.
yeah, it worked.
Yes, yes. Perfect, perfect.
I was very excited with the title that I came up with.
You
So
know what? I'm going to talk about that. You found this formula. I was impressed. Call my team. Oh my gosh, how we didn't think about this formula? Amazing. So
well,
good.
and accountants love formulas, so there you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
So yeah, we've gotten 32 this morning
Yeah.
sign
Nice.
up. I'm like, that's awesome.
Nice.
I've
Nice.
been now I'm like, now I have to come up with something fancy for next week. I don't know what
You,
to say.
nobody can beat it. I mean, you cannot reuse it. Okay. No, no, no.
No, I can't do no. Like, yeah, I have to look at the app that's next week because that one I don't really know that much either.
Yeah.
And so I need to like figure it out. At least I'm talking to him tomorrow to, do our prep call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, no, yours was easy for me.
Yeah.
Like I thought of it several days ago. I'm like, this is what it's gonna be.
It's amazing. I definitely, and I pull it already into my presentation. So you're going
Oh,
to see
really?
that. Yes.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to talk about this too. So now, a moment I present somebody Google Sheet versus and QuickBooks, I will say, okay, it's Kathy, give me formula. That's it. It's copyright,
Well,
copyrighted.
and that's the thing is like, I see the one thing that QBO Advanced has is that you can export to Google Sheets, and you can't do that in any of the other versions, which sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that so many people just want to be able to, more people are going to Google Sheets, and it's like, come on, you got to give me something.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's why it's super cool.
Yeah. So let me close the screen. I'm going
Oh,
to.
I need a screen share with you. I need to give you that.
Yeah.
Right. So you have that. And if you wanted to start off with your like PowerPoint showing, that way, like, I don't know. Right now, I just see a big Y.
Yeah. I'm going to open screen right now, and then
Sweet.
you will see my first. What I wanted to be before I started, you see your formula, and I'm going to talk about this. So I'm going to open my website because some of my links, I will show them in the end. So I
Cool.
just want to keep it open so I can jump nicely from one to another. So this
Awesome.
is my presentation, this is my demo, this is my QuickBooks Online and website. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
glad the one thing I almost messed up, it almost went out G-Accon. I'm like, no, 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 that's the wrong one. It's like, this doesn't look right.
So now it's better, right? Moment they come, they will see this
Yes, it'll
perfect
be
light. Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Hi, you have to take care of my dog, okay? And if he is barking, it's all yours. Go, go, don't disturb me. Gosh, it's my youngest. 10 minutes ago, she started singing, and I told her, no, don't sing. I have to focus.
I heard my husband talking to the girls and was like, okay, your mommy has a very important call from 1 to 2.
Yes,
No, you cannot disturb her. Do not be loud.
yes. She's not available for society. Just do whatever you want to do.
Well, they both have PE in
Uh,
like 5
yes.
minutes. I'm like, I heard Izzy's like, okay, I'll do it on my bed. I'm like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna do PE on your bed? What?
So, Katie, you have two girls.
Two girls, yes.
Okay, how old are they?
Sixth grade and second grade. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
Tiny, tiny
yes.
munchkins.
Munchkin still. We got some hormones going on with the older one, but
Yeah. I have hormones for all of them. My oldest was 21, my middle one 16, and this my youngest one 14. I think
wow.
all of them, it's mood, it's whatever they're doing, it just
Yeah.
yes. It's never ending story, I guess. And all of them so different. So yeah, we have
Yeah.
girl powers too.
Well, and it like so earlier Izzy, the sixth grader, came in like crying, right?
Yeah.
She's like, "Is there anything else I could do?" I was like, "Okay, you can't walk in here crying and not tell me what's going on." And I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn that off.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I just got a bad grade on a test." I was like, "Okay, what?" She's like, "I got a 75." I was like, "Okay, that's not really bad."
It's
I
not
mean,
bad, yes.
I was like, "Just brush it off," because she plays softball, and I'm like, "Just brush it off like softball. Move on to the next thing." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just it's
In this
done. You
it's
can't get
begin
out.
in this beginning of semester, okay, you
Right.
have like ton of time to finish everything.
Well, and the other thing is like this is all the teachers like first time doing test virtually and
Yes,
stuff.
yes,
So
yes,
there's gonna be like some
yes.
some I don't know grace between it or whatever. It's
Yep,
just
yep.
it yeah like yeah she still got a 75, but yeah I was
Yeah.
like
It's not the end of the world, yeah.
no it's not. But she doesn't like getting bad grades, and so and
Yeah.
she like instantly thinks she's gonna get in trouble from us for like anything, and I'm like, oh. So I'm reassuring her about getting a 75. I feel like this is not the way I was supposed to do this. I just want to say, like, dude, I got far worse. But
Uh, they're so good. They're so cute in all these ages.
yeah, she's like, I studied so hard. I'm like, well, okay, so that means you studied the wrong way. Like,
Yes,
if like you
yes,
you did it wrong, you're gonna have to figure out a better way to like. It shouldn't be about the amount of time you do it.
yes, yes.
Just
But
getting it done.
eventually they will get into this, right? They will figure out what the best way. It
Right.
just yeah,
And that's like what middle school and stuff's for, is just
yeah,
figuring it all out.
yeah. And now if you start nervous, you should tell you, okay, what are you going to do in high school?
Right.
You
Exactly.
will just keep panicking? No. Or vice versa. Probably by high school, they don't even care what grades they have, right?
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, I think in Georgia they're like not counting the SATs this year or something.
Oh,
So it's
how
all
they,
gonna I
how they
mean,
going to handle this?
things are just gonna change.
Yes, yes, yes. They stopped our school. I choose for girls hybrid
Yeah.
for school. So 2 days they're supposed to go to school. And now they found 5 cases in a
Mm,
hockey team in high school. So they keep them at home today and tomorrow. And
mm.
we're absolutely not sure what's happening on Monday.
That
So
sucks.
most likely, I mean, we're back to pandemic.
Yeah.
And I read today Governor Michigan,
Uh-huh.
and she said, yeah, cases increasing, the number of deaths increasing. So it's like, okay,
That sucks.
yeah, it's just bad.
At least we all get to spend time together in a house.
Yes, years.
Yes, exactly. Okay, it is 1 o'clock. Let me we'll get started. Like I said, it usually takes a couple seconds for people to come in. So I will start it off and then hand it over to
Sounds
you.
good. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay, let's broadcast. And hello everyone. G-Accon is here. I'm waiting for everyone to be able to come on in and get started. Thank you all for joining us today. I am so excited about this app demo. I think so many more of us are getting into Google Sheets right now, and being able to connect that with QuickBooks Online sounds really, really awesome. So that's why I'm excited to see all the things that we can do with that today. I have Yelena with me, and she will get started in a second. But first, I wanted to give you guys, or ask you guys, to use the Q&A area for any questions you have. Um, I'm assuming we're gonna have a lot of Q&A today, and when you use that area on here, it's really a lot easier for us to manage Q&A. I'll be helping out, try to make sure all your questions get answered through there. You are welcome to use the chat and talk with each other, but I'm not gonna be able to get questions off of that. So yeah, that's my I don't know, homework, whatever. That's my little thing, spiel from the beginning. Yeah, I'm not as polished as all the other people that do all their webinars and stuff. I'm still a dork. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I'm so excited. And Yelena, do you want to kick it off for us?
Yes, absolutely. So first of all, thank you everyone to joining our webinar. And I would like to thank the big thank you to Kathy for having us as a G-Accon company. And I would like to show you guys very nice formula that she created, and we were absolutely impressed by that. All our marketing thoughts never come up with such a nice formula. Oh, anyway, so Google Sheets and QuickBooks Online, G-Accon. Yeah, this is the way to go. Okay, so sorry guys for my accent. So I'm from Russia. Probably most of my users already know me, but let's set up agenda for our webinar. So I'm going to cover about first 10-12 minutes high level of our application. Then I will jump into demo. I will show you hands-on how our application works, and then we will have time, like Kathy said, for questions and answers. And if we don't have enough time, I will provide you this all our email addresses and all communications channels, and Kathy will be helping you as well if somebody needs to contact us. So let's start. Let's try to start. Okay, so my name is Yelena. I'm product owner. I'm taking care of marketing and operation within my company. So who we are? So we Xero recommended a partner since 2019. So we emerging application partner for America 2018 in Xero area. We are also certified by Intuit application partner since February 2020 this year. It took for us some time to get certified by Intuit, but we finally made it. So we also have a product which called HubSpot, and we certified by HubSpot application partner since 2018. So what are our product lines? I know we will have a lot of accountants, some cloud advisors here, and we just want you to know what we're having in our product line. So we're offering you guys G-Accon for Xero, its integration with Xero, G-Accon for QuickBooks, G-Accon for HubSpot integration. This HubSpot is a second, I think, famous CRM tool after Salesforce, and G-Accon for AWS. Let's start a little bit about Google Spreadsheet. I know, especially the people who signed for this webinar, they are interested in a Google Sheet. It's kind of newest technology compared to Microsoft technology. And if you compare Google versus Google Spreadsheet versus Microsoft Excel, you have nice benefits and some unique features which it might be very useful for you. So first of all, I will not spend a lot of time on this slide, but Google Sheet is free, right? No installation requires. Perfect. You don't spend money here. Simple sharing. So you do have very nice feature on the right corner of your screen where you can share any documents. this your team member, this your colleagues, this your customers. As easy as that. Click a button, share. They can, you can notify, right? You can notify your team member that you're sharing that specific document. Collaboration. You can open one document and share this document and edit at the same time, update this document in real time. It's perfect. Excel, I like it, doesn't have it. So cloud storage, it's absolutely amazing cloud storage that available for you for free. Auto-save and version control. So now you put changes in your Excel file, perfect. Now you forgot, oops, I delete something I should not delete. Now you don't have this opportunity to go back and retrieve your previous version. So Google Chat has it. So it's a lot of small features, a big feature, which is very useful in spreadsheet. That's why we're kind of moving to this technology. We don't have absolutely nothing against Microsoft. They still have 21 years ahead of Google Spreadsheet, but it's a nice feature and characteristic which you might want to know about Google Sheet and start using if you don't using it now.
Yeah,
So
I'll butt in and say I really
yes,
like the auto save because I don't know how many times I have forgotten to save
yeah,
something,
yeah,
and the version control, or just the fact that sometimes Microsoft Excel kind of like jams up on me, and then just all of a sudden closes down, and I'm like, I don't know when the last time I saved it.
yes,
So I have to go back. So definitely prefer the autosave feature there.
yeah, yeah. So what is a what is GAccon for QuickBooks? So what we offer? Yes, you can look at us as a accounting connector. Yes, but behind this scene, we are more than connectors. So we are full-blown application. Why? We have ton of features, ton of functionality, and sometimes even our oldest users who came to this application a couple of years ago, they don't know what else we have because we're enhancing the system, we're fixing bugs, we're putting new features. So this is full-blown application. And we started not only Katie's webinars, we started our own webinars about product because even our users, existing users, don't use certain feature or don't know that we do have this feature. So as a nutshell, it integrates Google Spreadsheet, this QuickBooks account. It synchronized data in both directions. And if you remember, we call processes downloads and uploads. So when you talk about downloads, it's direction when you have data coming from multiple QuickBooks entities or QuickBooks accounts to your spreadsheets. And uploads, you're talking about direction that way. So from Google Spreadsheet to QuickBooks entities, QuickBooks accounts. So what it does for us, so it's eliminating a lot of human mistakes, right? Because we try to do it automatically. We try to set up templates behind. We try to do it this as less error as possible from human side. We're G-Accon. So we are truly cloud-based application using Google technology, using Google platform. So moment they introduce something else in the Google side, so we try to implement it, we try to use it. So the best feature would why customer come to us, automation which eliminate or save a lot of times for you guys to do your daily operations. So as easy as that. And you can automate processes for us as both downloads and uploads. So everything can be automated. So now we provide a lot of functionality to pull your automate your reports or data, I would say raw financial data. And I'm going to jump a little bit inside and show details. Let's go to the next slide. So what we offer to our clients, our applications based on templates. If you don't create your templates, our application or QuickBooks API will not know what to do. So our application, our tool based on templates. So it's important that you have ability and spend time to create your templates. We have templates when you generate reports, when you create your own query, so basically based on raw financial data, and then you build the templates when you create your upload processes and when you create workflow processes. Our workflow process is related to automation of your whole flow. So templates, very important. Templates can be shared, can be reused, but the main idea is you have to create them once. You can create it once for one company, save it in cloud, and reuse it in another company. And you can share between your team member and colleagues. You can share this your client if you want to set up automation process from your to your client. So you can use it this way. So we do have, you can share as a result of this query, right, and result of your report, you can share those reports which generated by our application. This your client, this your team member, this your colleagues. You can do it through the share button, like we talked like a couple slides before in the Google Drive, or you can share that through automation process, which I'm going to show you. So some people, some customers of us using us just to clean up the data in QuickBooks accounts, which is fine. It's one of the use case. As soon as it works for you, it's perfectly good for us. So we introduced a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, we introduced upload process. There's around 35 different tables and objects, which can be uploaded from Google spreadsheet to multiple QuickBooks accounts. And another feature we introduce, we have automation, and we use, let's say, master schedule. So you can put all your templates under one specific master schedule, automated for that specific time. So now by introducing automatic workflows, we give you ability to put a little bit flexibility in spread your templates in different workflows, which can be automated differently, notify differently your customer and clients, and you can put different schedule. So this is most important, because sometimes when you talk about, let's say, big transactional data, account transactions, your receivable, payable, it's a ton of data which is coming to Google spreadsheet, and you don't want to have it updated every 1 hour, every 3 hours. So this is not the way to go, right? So you put those reports on, let's say, daily update, or maybe twice a week, right, based on your business needs. But when you're talking about PO, quotes, or your invoices, right, which might come like every 3 hours, yeah, it's a good idea to combine those templates and refresh them more frequently. So this is whole idea behind automatic workflows, and I'm going to show how it works. So I will go to this slide. And why do we use Google spreadsheets? One of the idea, yes, you have all your data, you're comfortable, your data get refreshed in the spreadsheet, and now what? Now come your BI solutions, and you know, you will have your clients, you will have your management. You want to see you by yourself, different charts, different dashboards, your tablets, your graphs, you name it. And what it helps you, the automation in automatic process to get data refreshed every hour daily will allow you to feed this data to any BI solution you want. So we become as a middleman for you. And what is BI solution you can use? I know a lot of you familiar with what is exists in the market, as I just remind you. So Google Charts, it's a built-in function within Google spreadsheet. You don't have to pay. It's free for you, and it's right there. It's already built. You just get data, create chart, create dashboard, and it's ready for you to use. Google Data Studio, you have to set up this BI solution. You have to set up different data sources. You have to do a couple steps, which I'm going to show you later on. We do have those steps in our documentations, so it's very easy to do, but it will require some time. Tableau, I love Tableau. It's absolutely amazing tool when you can drag and drop and field all these features, tables, dashboards. This is my favorite one, Power BI. So Power BI, it's Microsoft tool. So now here we're talking about Google technology versus Microsoft and how to connect them together, right? It's a little bit tricky here. So you can do it manually. We do have customers who does it manually, who is a little bit, high tech guys, so they know how to do stuff. But what we're doing, we have it as one of our enhancements. So we create secure channel where you can pretty much choose your template from Power BI and dump data from Google Spreadsheet to this Power BI tool in secure way. So it will be available maybe by end of the year for all our customers, for all our 3 products, and Looker and any other BI solution. So basically it's we helping you to build your BI solution based on our data, which we automatically pulling from your accounts. So let's talk about accounts. We don't limit, as of now, we don't limit number of QuickBooks entity or companies per subscription. So basically now if you come to us and you have your accountant and you have 100 different customers, so for now it's unlimited. So you can set up all your clients in your different spreadsheets, one spreadsheet, whatever it's easy for you, run automation, and you don't have to pay any extra. And another feature what we believe we offer to our customers, the moment we enhance the system, we keep creating new reports. It's maybe new tables to update. Maybe we put different modification to reports. We are not adding to the plan as a separate module. So you buy the plan, you buy subscription, this is what you pay. All additional feature will be part of your plan automatically. So what else we offer? Backup. I want to stop a little bit about backup and talk about backup of historical data. It's a wonderful Google technology, and we do need backups data. And when my customer comes and I would say backups is needed, we have networking issue, we have a problem, this API, right? Something doesn't work, but if you do have backups, at least twice per month, so you have data, so you have data to work on. So it's very nice tool. Data monitoring and alert. This is feature what we offer. So let's say you set up all automation process, you close your spreadsheet, everything running overnight, every night. So you come to office in the morning and you want to see. So you want to see if all the process runs successfully. So that's why data monitoring is very important. So you come and see, you do have error in your process. Now you have to act on this. So it's maybe multiple solution how you act, right? As easy solution, you run the same queries, the same processes manually, because we allow you to do manually. Or if it's not that necessary to have this data right now, you might want to wait for next cycle to run automation. But this is important. Yes, we understand everything should run smoothly, but we know reality, right? Not every time everything runs that smoothly as we wanted to have. So, all right, so I will pause a little bit. And Katie, what do you think? We can jump to demo, or we can have some questions.
Let's jump into the demo. I think I don't have too many questions coming in yet. Reminder, everyone, if you have questions, put that into the Q&A area. But yeah, I definitely want to see all of this.
Cool. All right. So moment you install application, you can install it from QuickBooks Marketplace, or you can go to G Suite Marketplace. So moment when you install application, you will have under add-on our application. It's GAccon for QuickBooks. So now I already log in before our webinars, so I don't want to have like oops moment. So, but as soon as you log in, you will have this many options. I'm going to cover only the main functionality, and main functionality for us is reports, which generated from using API from your QuickBooks data. Get accounting data. This is a place when you pull your raw data and create your own query. And your own query, it's your select, tables, your where condition, your order by. So this is that piece. This is upload functionality. I'm going to show you how to upload data from spreadsheet to a QuickBooks account, and let's run. So get accounting reports. While we're waiting for reports, I want to tell you we don't have functionality. It's unfortunately, we want to have it, but let's assume you create a lot of custom reports on your QuickBooks account and you want to pull it into spreadsheet. It's not possible. It's not possible, and reason is Intuit or QuickBooks doesn't give us API, so it's not possible for us to do it. But if you want to create custom field for any report, that work for us very good. You can create custom field in your QuickBooks account and pull this field in the spreadsheet. So this is possible. So basically no custom reports available for you as you create them inside your QuickBooks application. So what we have as a report, we have set of payables, we have receivables, you have different type of balance sheets by classes, customs, location, you have series of cash flow, you have GL available to you, journals, P&L by different categories, sales, trial balance, transaction list, very important, very useful, and vendors. So what I'm going to show you P&L reports. And the moment you put reports, you will have different categories. So this is your driver of filtering. So very important to understand for now, you can build dynamic reports, or you can move to static view and select date range, what you're looking for. And now we're talking about chunk of data, which will be moving from QuickBooks to spreadsheet and then automate the process. So now you do have 5 years of data. And what we really suggest, don't try to push 5 years of data in one chunk, right? You will have failure, you will have timeouts. It's not going to work. So what we suggest, split it. Split your big chunk of 5 years data to different small template. So your first template might go from 2017 whole year, from January to December. Your second template can go for 2019. And your last template, so let's say September. In September, I will say, okay, I'll go dynamic. And I'll go dynamic if I set up automation for this month. I'm in September now. So dynamically, it will be keep running. And the moment we move to October, you don't have to touch anything. It will keep moving to next month. So, but now you will have 1 month's data, 2 months data, 3 months data, right? And it's very easy. And you can schedule this. You can schedule refresh every day. So daily refresh for P&L makes sense, right? But if you're looking back in 2018 data, 17 data, yeah, you might not need to put daily refresh. Maybe you go weekly refresh, or maybe even monthly, right? Based on your logic. So let's come back, let's run it. So I put a start date and finish date. This is my monthly gap. I will compare this, let me choose 10 periods. You can go up to 60. So this is your like worst case scenario for us because it's eat all our power. You can choose show year-to-date data, not to show. It's your previous period sorting, ascending, descending order. This is all straightforward settings. You have ability to choose accounts if you choose to. So you can, let me open, you can choose all. And if you choose all, let's assume you create new accounts on your QuickBooks site. If you choose all, it automatically will pick up your new accounts over here. And this is location, classes, everything makes sense for everyone. So now I want to pay your attention on the option 2. Option 2, in all our application, get accounting data or get reporting data. It's responsible, this session responsible how your data look like in your spreadsheet. So let's say if you create 5 different templates in one tab, so you probably don't need to retrieve headers all the time. You probably want to have header only on top of your first template. So now you need title, probably you will do it only once. Now you need to display only data rows, right? Maybe you build BI solution on top of this, so you can do it. If you don't need to update it and it should not be part of your automatic processes, you exclude it from here. Let's say it's very old data. You don't have to push it every time. So basically here, every time your settings, how your data looks like in your spreadsheet. And now, if I have P&L, 5 different templates, it makes sense to differentiate them somehow. So now I put, it's my P&L 2020, September. I made it. So this is my report from September. I'm doing ascending order and I will execute it. So when I execute it behind the scene, what's going on? So we save the template. So the system know next time you manually refresh it or you set up automation, you know what template, the system know what template to pick up. And another thing, under execute, we pull data. We pull data from your accounts. So this is my P&L. So this is my P&L, and this is my December because I have that many periods, and I got my net income. So this is how it looks. So let's say I satisfy this report, and I want to run it for my next company, right? My next entity, or I want to share this template with my colleague. So what I'm going to show you now, how to save it in cloud. So when you click Update, Modify, Delete Template, you will have on the right side the window which show you how many templates exist in this specific tab. So for now I have only one. So I have under reports category, this is name of my templates what I give, and I can delete it. I can remove template if I don't need it anymore, or I can save it on the cloud, in the cloud. So I will put the template name, description, I will put description and save it. So now let's assume I log out from this company, log into another, or I can easily open new empty tab. Let's see this way, or empty, new, completely new spreadsheet. And now I want to load the same template for different entities. This is a way to go. So you go to menu options, you pick up load save templates from cloud. You can have nice windows where you can see all your templates that you created. It can be query, reports, or upload. So now I know we created report. So I select my report, and before I select, I can show you, I can share over here. I can share this, it's a little bit, it's right here. So you can put email address to your team member, right, colleagues, or maybe clients, if you want to share this specific template. And you can share, and then they can use the same template. So again, I can delete it from here, or I can just double click and it will load template for me. Oh, I like this stuff. Just run for me. Yeah, thank you. So this is my template, and it's open up. To make it work, I have to execute. So let's assume I put only 4 period. I can put in descending order. I don't want to have it in year-to-date value, and I want to put it in cash. And what I want to do, I don't want to open new tab because I'm already sitting on a new one. I can start from A3. This is my reference to this new cell, and I want to start it over here, and I execute it. Again, behind the scene, I save the template and I pull data. I pull data from my QuickBooks account. So this is my data. So now my next step, what I'm going to show you, how to get accounting data. So get accounting data, it's a raw financial data. And this is how many tables we have as of now available to you, but we're still building on this. If we miss something, we keep updating our list. Most popular, bills, absolutely, invoices, journal entry, you have purchase order here, you have vendors, transfer, sometimes people use. And what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you invoice example for invoices because I do know I have invoices. So this is how template look like. So you choose the table and you have a set of icons on the right side. This is straightforward icons. You select all attributes. So now we're building query. You select all attributes from invoice table. So you can unselect them. You can have, you see here, it's embedded object. So you can pretty much open it, right? And it's open all these objects or close. And what I want to focus more, I want to focus on this last icon. So this icon is responsible to changing of your column orders. And what does it mean? When you click, you can change the order of the column, and then during your refresh, this order will stay as is. So let's say I'm talking about invoice, and I really want to have invoice ID in the first column, or maybe invoice number. So I'm looking for invoice ID. It's way behind. So what I'm going to do, I drag this field and I dump it on the first place. This is where I want it to be. So, and now if you want to change the order, you can do it here. Again, this is your save template. This is how you want it to look like in your spreadsheet. Now, date range, the same concept. So now I have static date range. I can go inside the field and click change calendar, or I can build it dynamically. So I can build it dynamically this month. I can do it weekly. I can do it last quarter. So whatever you feel you need to do. So I'll go to this month and I actually switch to static. I need September data. I put invoice first. Now I have change pooling settings. Change pool settings, it's exactly the same like we had it under reports category. So it's responsible how your data look like in your spreadsheet. You can put name over here. And now the third option, it's select field. This is your where close. So basically we're talking about invoices. We can say, okay, let me have due date before September 30. And in this case, don't forget to add this filter. So you will have your nice where condition. Here is your Boolean logic. So if you need to create and or condition, go ahead, you can do it. And in different objects has different filtering. So this is our where condition, and this is our order by. So you can order by field. You can choose ascending, descending order, and again, execute. So if you execute, you pull my invoices in my test account in QuickBooks, and we save the templates behind. So what we want to see here, as soon as I change the order of the column, so my first column should be invoice ID. So let's see if it's happened.
It's working hard.
Yes. And I want to mention, yeah, about working hard. Yeah, it's very nice, nice comments, Katie. It reminds me that we are saving templates. So when my customer asks, okay, are you guys saving data? No, that's why it's take a little bit longer, because we save structure, we save templates, but we're not responsible for your data. So basically, each and every call, we go to Google, do QuickBooks accounts and pull data. So that's why sometimes if you check in your bigger queries, right, or more big amount of data, it will take time to load it. And automation here is it's very, very important. So, all right, so this is my invoice ID, so it's perfectly good here. And as soon as I already run something a little bit earlier, so I'm going to show you, it's the same invoice, but what I did, I prepared some data to show you upload right away on invoice object. So let's move to upload. So when you go to QuickBooks, you have upload accounting data to your account. So again, here we building templates. So while we build templates, I prefer to select currently selected rows, to choose this category, just because it helped me to test if my mapping is right, if my application works fine. So, but eventually you might want to create templates which select all rows. So what does it mean? So you have ability to put 1,000 records per call back to your accounts. So basically you have to create templates and select rows wherever you feel perfect in your specific situation. So I select rows, I choose invoice. This is how many objects you have ability to upload from spreadsheet to your accounts. I choose invoice. I select, you can select insert, update, and delete operations. So now you have to remember, if you're talking about deletion and updation, make sure you do have IDs, right? Because it's important. Otherwise, you will not know which record should be updated or deleted. And for me, I prepared data for insertion, and ID will be created through API by QuickBooks. So now I have, it's very important here, you have to specify the first table header cell, and I have it right here on A2. So I put A2, refresh it. Moment I refresh, program internally tried to map the header in the spreadsheet to QuickBooks field. And this is my result column. So this is how it looks. So this is fields available in QuickBooks, and this is column in your spreadsheet. And you see it pretty much knows how to map everything, but if it doesn't, you do have ability to drag this and drop it here. So you do have ability to do it manually as well. So I'm doing insertion. My invoice ID is empty. So I'm pretty comfortable. I want to run it. I execute and save template. Again, this is my upload template. And by executing, oh, that's nice. There is no selected row. Silly me. Okay, here it is. I select this rows. So I want to create this invoice. I put data for one invoice and 3 different items. So let's see. I will move to the column which tell me it should be my result. And what it does, it's create ID. So this ID I got through API, and success through, it means I successfully execute that, and creation through means I did insertion of this object and successfully. And what I'm going to do now, we can see 310 is my ID, and this is the number on my invoice, MS002, and I'm going to QuickBooks, and I will see, okay, this is my invoice.
And I will tell people too that they're not necessarily used to seeing the invoice ID versus the invoice number. They are 2 separate things. It is something in the database that Intuit's applying an ID to that transaction.
Yes.
Now, a little tip: can't you see it in the detail of the website, like the link up on top?
Um,
If
here?
you click inside that. Yeah, so you'll say transaction ID 310.
Yes, yes,
So
that's
that's, I
detailed.
mean, that's
Yes,
QuickBooks way of connecting it and understanding it. It's not something we normally see.
yes, yes, yes. And because it's a little bit, yes, technology involved, yes, you don't even see here, but yeah, perfect. Yes, perfect, Katie. So I'm going back to my um, Google Sheet. All right, so this is how I upload box. And then I can do delete, but I don't want to waste that much time for deletion. So what I'm going to do now, I want to cover automation. So I try to do very fast. So this is a way how you create different workflows. So you go to automation and then you create your workflows. And what it does for you, it's give you flexibility. You can create different workflows and combine your templates, which you believe should follow the same schedule. So I will put name workflow number 1. Let's see, this is description, and now you can choose the templates. So in my case, let me pick up only one invoice, it's drag and drop, and then I have certain settings which just tell, okay, moment this template get executed, in case of error, I would like to have notification. You can do it in case of success, but in this case, if you put your schedule refresh like every 3 hours, you're going to receive it like every 3 hours email. So it's kind of annoying. So I apply it, and this is my scheduler. So this is your monitoring tools. This will be new tab, which I'm going to show you. It's very important because this is your data monitoring piece. And I can set up, let me see, it's invoices. I would like to have it every, I don't know, 5 hours. All right. And if I want to notify my customer or colleagues, I can notify through this automation process, and they can easily receive either link to the spreadsheet or Microsoft Excel or CSV or 2 different layouts PDF files. So this is automatic backup. This is right here when you set up your automation and save it in your Google Drive, and this is alert. So what I'm going to do now, I will apply and execute. When I do that, my template, it's again template, gets saved, and it will be waiting for the time when it gets executed. But what I'm going to show you, I don't want to wait, and I'm going to show you through update, modify, delete workflows all your templates, and this one template we just created, and I want to execute it. I want to execute it now and show you how it works. So you have this nice button, and you can click execute your template, and what it does, it will create a tab which called automatic operation event logs, and that logs will help you if refresh gets successful, finished successfully, or it's some error. So this is very important, and it will add every time next cycle will run, it's add more and more records over here. So eventually you might have like 1,000 records here. And as soon as it's done execution, this window will be closing, and then I will show you what it says. All right, so it says it's start workflow number 1. This is my template. It's the name of the template, and execution went successfully, and execution ended. So it's very useful. It's very good to know about this monitoring tool, monitoring tab. And the last feature, which I really want to show you guys, it's under tools. It's called change template ownership. And what it does, so let's say you have a team, right? And different team working with different clients. And then one or another person went for vacation or gets sick, right? You don't want to lose the job of this person. This person might have different subscription, different account. So what this functionality does, it's change ownership from this person back to you. So basically you can keep running automation process, keep refreshing data if needed until this person come back. So when this person come back, you again have to change the template ownership to this person, and then she or he will continue doing her stuff. So, all right. So I guess Yes, I guess we will see if you do have any questions, and then I will show our website, right?
Yeah. So one question I do have is like if I had a Zap pulling in new lines into a sheet, is that something that I can then set up to import into QuickBooks?
Yes, yes, yes. You can set up absolutely new within the objects, right? Within the objects which are available for you. So let's say
Right.
invoices, right? If
Yeah.
you want to create new field, absolutely, you can do it in spreadsheet and then through upload process, move it to QuickBooks. Yep, absolutely.
So when it's uploading that stuff, it's not necessarily picking up ones that are already in the system.
No, it will be. And how you will know, let's say if you create something new in the Google, in the QuickBooks
Uh-huh.
account, and then you pull it through data, you will have this new field. So you will have it right away.
Okay.
So, but if you want to create new fields from Google Sheets, you can have this opportunity too. So it's kind of both directional. So it doesn't matter where you create this field. You can start the process from QuickBooks or and pull it through, pull it to Google Sheets, or you can create it as a column or different field right here, right? I can create new column and tell it, okay, invoice, I don't know, reference.
All right.
Reference, and then I can map this field through my mapping process, and this new field will be creating in QuickBooks account.
Okay. Cool. So one of the first questions was, must Google Sheets be open or the Gmail account be logged in for the automation to work?
It's a wonderful question. We prefer you guys keep it closed. You know why? Because it's get corrupted. And it's again, templates. You already set up templates, you set up your automation, it will run even you don't know about that.
Oh, nice.
And it's come to another question. So let's say you don't know about that, and you have nice feature here which called spread running auto refresh processes, which tell you exactly what is running. So
Oh.
yeah, it's wonderful question. We even suggest to our customer every time, keep it closed, don't keep it open.
And then also you mentioned that you can't pull custom reports that we have in QBO, but in my mind, it seems like I can customize it on this end when I set up the template, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And we try our best to not really mimic what you have, but give you exactly the same features and opportunity what you have in QuickBooks. And the reason is we don't have API from them, unfortunately.
Right.
Otherwise, it will be very, very easy if they could send us ID and tell, okay, pull these reports in the sheets, and we would be very happy.
Um,
And I do receive a lot of questions about custom reports. Yes.
yeah. You see the next question already of can you show us the cash flow report? You've already started.
I didn't. Oh my gosh. That's nice. Okay, here it is. Cash flow report.
Well,
So
and I'll be interested if the person that asked that question, he says something that QBO does not do well. I'm curious why it's not doing well. Like, what is your issue with QBO doing it? But definitely, yeah, I want to see what the cash flow looks like here.
yeah, okay. So let me don't change any settings. I will minimize this. That's wonderful. I will just execute it. And we do have cash flow by different categories. As
Mm-hmm.
you remember, we have it by class, by location, by customers, vendors. So this is how it looks.
Oh, wow. Look at all that in there. Yeah, I'm still interested to see what, yeah, what QBO doesn't do well. So see if we can make
Yes.
sure it's doing
Yes.
better here.
Yes, yes.
Um,
For example, Katie, I want to have, we do have now in some reports, we have splits, right? We show splits, but we really didn't dig inside and said how it gets split within multiple accounts. So this is enhancement we're working on. And another enhancement, what we're doing currently for QuickBooks, for us, related to QuickBooks, it's a budget versus actuals.
Mm.
So it's coming maybe around October timeframe, especially splits and budget versus actuals. We receive a lot of requests to implement it.
Yeah, I will say I'm not a big fan of the budget versus actual reporting in QBO, just
Okay.
because it doesn't give us all the different options that we want to go after. So you have to like build from one and then keep on clicking, and yeah, it's fun. So yeah, any automation around that will be welcome. So okay, so when uploading data to QBO, does the system recognize if it's an existing vendor or customer? If it's a new vendor or customer, will it add it automatically?
You have to provide values. It will not recognize automatically. No, you have to provide. So I believe you might have flags. I'm not sure, like it's not on top of my head, but it will be if it's vendor, yes or no, true or false. So it will not recognize automatically because we don't build any logic within this call. So basically what's happened, we kind of simply we map data what you have in Google spreadsheet through API, and we kind of dump it to the QuickBooks account. So the logic which you're asking is not there. We might be looking at, maybe, but as of now, it's not exist, that logic.
So if I had an invoice and it had a customer that wasn't in the system yet, I'd have to import the customer first?
Yeah, I would say yes. Yes.
Yeah. And I will say too that with other importer tools and stuff like that, it's very, very that I've experienced with, it's extremely important to have your data exactly the same, or else you could end up with like several different customers that are the same one just because there's like an extra space in the field, or or you misspelled it by a little bit or something like that. So it needs to be exact, and you can always do kind of like a in Sheets you could do like a VLOOKUP or something like that to make sure you're getting the exact thing in there. So on the cash flow report, the QBO report is hard for end users to understand. What are adjustments to reconcile net income? This looks similar, but maybe I could customize to make it easier to understand. So is there a way to move the accounts around, or not the accounts, the rows around or something?
So yes, and what you're going to have, I will show you the place. Like as of now, again, if you feel it's need more customization, yeah, it's maybe possible to do, but I'll show you what we have. So as of now, you can handle your customization through this filtering, right? So repeated classes. Eventually, we probably add a column selection when you can choose what columns you want, not only for cash report, but overall. And the only mechanism that you can handle your data is here. So now, if you do need report summary, so this is a way to put. If you don't need to have dividing row, it's not way to do it. If you want to display only account codes, right, in certain situations you might need. So basically, this is a mechanism how to handle data through this. But again, we're very open. So we put some changes for display only account codes just because our customer wants to have this, right? So let's say somebody desperately need different enhancement. They said, okay, this is my way of doing stuff. And not only my way, but 100 more accounts, right? And we're listening. So we're doing.
Yeah. And I'll say, like,
me.
one of the things I do for dashboarding for my clients is, say I had that cash flow report, I'd run it for like this year. And even if this year hasn't completed, it's doing every month broken out. On my first page of the spreadsheet, it'd be a summary. And I'd be linking back into these cells on the supporting sheets. So if all I had to do is press a button and it pull in the new info for me, then all on my summary sheet, I just need to change like which month I'm referencing, and ta-da, like all done. Or I could even, with this saying last month, doing that, then you could have it the way you want it to look on a different sheet, and it just reference the right areas.
Yeah,
Make sense?
absolutely. And this is Katie, how you build your BI solution pretty much.
Right.
This is your dashboard. Yes. Yeah,
Well, and
that's
that's always been my issue is I have a whole bunch of just spreadsheets that I have for clients because while all these other BI tools are amazing and they provide great reporting, I'm, I guess, a little OCD and control freakish that I want to create my own and what makes sense to me to be able to advise my clients on. So I've never had that much customization that I could do in those different apps. Those are kind of more like built in, and then you kind of figure out how to advise around those. Me, I want to create something so that I can figure out different parts of the business and whatever, and then continue to report on that going
yeah.
forward. So yeah, definitely like this. I'm going to try it out for
Yeah.
some of my clients. And what you were saying is, how do you flip from QB account to QB account?
So this is very easy. So first you have to just set up one template for one entity,
Uh-huh.
and then you really need to physically sign out from one account, signed into another account, and do it. Let's say you do have 10 clients, you have
Yeah.
to do it, but you will set up templates for all these entities only once. So
Right.
next time you don't have to be even signed in anywhere. So you can just close your spreadsheet and it will work. But first time it is time consuming. You have to set up.
Mm.
Um,
So the template in the back end knows which client it's attached to.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
That's why when you
Yeah.
put your signed in, signed out, so you have your token, you have your secure channel, and this is how we know. Okay, this template belong this organization. Yeah.
Then I get, are the totals like total adjusted to reckon net? What is that, a formula or just a number? Oh, so yeah, like in the what is normally a total field if you were to create the report in Excel, does that continue to be a formula field? That's just hard coded in there.
Um,
You're pulling it in exactly
Yes,
like that. Yeah.
we're pulling some of them. See, some of the reports generated from API directly, and
Yeah.
some of them calculated. Let's say if we're talking about receivable, payable, we put a lot of calculation ourselves. But
Oh,
I would
okay.
say cash, it's maybe go through directly through API.
Right. That makes
So
sense.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
and I want to tell you about formula, like when you see. So let's say I want to actually add to your Cassie idea, like the way how you. Yeah, I like it because what's happening. We're suggesting the same thing to the clients. So let's say have your one spreadsheet we have, which has only raw data and refresh process automation, right?
right.
And keep everything else somewhere else. It is spreadsheets, right? Sometimes they get corrupted. Sometimes if you put more like pivot tables, your graphs, your something in formula, right?
Right.
Accountants, we put a lot of formula there. So it's become so busy, it's so complex that one process doesn't finish correctly. Then on top of that, you put calculation, plus you put sorting, plus you put something else, right? And it's become very, very heavy. But if you split it and say, okay, all my ton of my data will be sitting in one spreadsheet, automation will work here, and something else will be, you will have reference to this data from another spreadsheet. I guess this is a way to go. But it's again, it's a little bit bigger companies when you have ton of data. If you don't have ton of data, it's okay, right? But
Right.
then eventually you can feel that your spreadsheet is dying, right? And in this case, you say, okay, oops, probably I'm very close to hitting the limit.
Well, the best part is just, yeah, like being able to automate it so that, I mean, usually the more I have to repeat a process myself, the more likely I am going to make an error on it. So, yeah, if I could just do a direct connect and pull it out, then that is like software computer making that decision instead of me going, oops, I forgot to change this field or do this or that, you know?
Yes.
Um, I definitely, I don't know how many times I've uploaded stuff and forgotten how that I need to do something specific and then get stuck with trying to fix all those transactions.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a painful learning experience every time.
Agree.
So, yeah, Teresa said, so it's not a calculated field, but I think what you were saying is if it's a direct thing, like if you've set it up where it's a direct pull from QuickBooks, then it is not. But what you were saying is you guys have had to build some of these. And in
Yes.
those
Yes.
situations, there is a calculated field.
Yes, yes. And sometimes if it's calculated, so it might be some errors, but we try not to have it. But
Yeah, but you would see that
yeah,
in the cells at that point.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then again, if it's like straightforward report, like standard report, you can have the same view in your QuickBooks account, so you can see like something goes wrong
Mm-hmm.
right away.
Yeah, I like having the log in there and being able to see everything going on.
Yeah, yeah.
So, um, so then we had a question is if you adjust something in a cell in this, well, I don't think it would be on the cash flow one, but if it was like on an invoice, an actual transaction, will that travel up to QBO?
I mean, you have to run your template. Yes.
Okay.
So let's say if you prepare, where did I prepare data? Okay. If I adjust something on my template, which I'm using to upload data, yes. And
Okay.
then you have to have mapping, right? If you don't have mapping, system will not know which field to move where. Yes. But this
Exactly.
is whole idea. You prepare your data here. And like I said, the limit is now 1,000. So this is your 1,000 rows of your data, right? So
Uh-huh.
for me now, when I started, I pulled data first just to have structure, but you're free to do it by yourself. So it's all yours. So you're free to do it, you map it, and you put data back to your accounts. Yep. It's a whole beauty of having, spreadsheets.
And what I would probably suggest of like if I were to come in here and start playing around with it, because there's a lot of stuff going on, is just to let all the fields come in and then looking at it and going, okay, how do I want to move this around? So you can go back and change that template at that point.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
sometimes you need that visual view of how does this all work and what all of it is, especially if someone's new to importing and exporting and working
Yeah.
through all the fields that QBO
Yeah.
provides us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would highlight even one row and try to walk this one row, because if it's some mistakes, you can
Yeah.
go ahead and delete it, right? Other than you working on 1,000, and then you will be like, oops, what should I do now? Oh, now you're using our tool to clean up your data, right?
Yeah, like I said, well, in the past, a long time ago, it was only an importer, so I
Yeah.
couldn't get anything out unless I was like,
Then you're stuck,
oh,
right?
God. Yeah, a lot of rows, a lot of stuff. It was hard. So, but yeah, we're at the top of the hour. So I'm going to say thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. I know people are really excited about what all we can do with it. And yeah,
And I
everyone give it
want
a
to,
shot.
yes, and I want to thank everyone to participate, and especially Kathy to make it happen. We're very excited to have you guys here. And I want to probably my last slide, and I will finish up. So
Yeah.
if you do have any questions, support the GAccon services. This is where you can send us your questions, and we reply very fast. And we do have website, so I will encourage you to go and check our product prices, documentations. We do have a lot of documentations and blogs. So,
Sweet. And
and
can you
thank you, Katie.
send me those slides so I can add those up
Absolutely,
to the
absolutely.
website?
And
Awesome.
including your formula, which is we love so much. I'll come back. And that was amazing.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to rewatch this, I'm gonna put it up on the website within a couple days. It's a manual thing. I don't have perfect automation on this. So we'll have the PowerPoints attached to that on there. You will have to put in your information again, but if you've already done it once, it just stays. It's nothing new on that. But yeah, definitely tell your friends to check it out on the website once it's up and share it. I think this is going to be like a really awesome, cool tool for all of us. So yeah, thank you, Yelena, again.
Thank
And
you, Katie. Thank you, Katie, for having us.
oh, it's my pleasure. And thank you everyone for joining, and we will see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.